Doubles and Coffee. As you begin 2024, let me just remind you of the dunce you all elected as a Prime Minister, Keith Christopher Rowley. Remember, our Prime Minister has the most power in our political system, the Westminster system, more power than the President of the USA, the President of Russia. The Prime Minister is the power broker, controls all the resources, makes the decisions, impacts your lives from the time you wake up till you sleep and while you're sleeping too. Now, your Prime Minister, Keith Christopher Rowley, and those, let me say, the Douglas Liar 2024, I kept this since January 2023. This was his wish list for 2023. Keith Rowley said, and I quote, 2023 should be better. This year should be a way better year than the last 7 years, which were difficult, said Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. Now, let's see some of the things that this Prime Minister had planned for you as citizens to make your lives better for 2023. And you decide whether he did a good job, a great job, or a ridiculously incompetent job. You decide now, not me. Number one here, he said, we are expecting to have Heritage and its associates make a greater effort in oil production. Oil production hit the lowest since 1908. 115 years. Rowley's oil production was the lowest in history. Under Kevin Ramnarine in 2014, we had gone up to 97,000 barrels a day. We down somewhere at 48,000 barrels per day and declining. So you all decide. He also said Phoenix Park Industrial Complex will be finished. Now there are approximately 84 lots to be rented at Phoenix Park. Paula Gopiskun in the Senate 3 weeks ago said, yes, we got 18 contracts signed. 18 out of 84. If your child come home with that grade, tell me what you're going to do. He then said, the country can look forward to the early proclamation of the procurement legislation. The procurement legislation that he watered down. Take out legal fees, medical services. Take out when they sell your assets, as they just sell your MHTL shares, methanol, for hundreds of millions of dollars to Proman. After he went to Switzerland with small pain, meet with Proman, drink scotch and eat shrimps, and then sell your assets. No procurement, no tendering. Oh, and it doesn't fall under the watered down procurement legislation. They then, remember, spend a set of money. First they say it was 1 million, then 3.4 million. It turned out to be 12 million on some crime talks to say that crime is a public health hazard and initiatives need to be taken, and all that happens is that more people dead, more people getting kidnapped, more people getting invaded in their homes. Remember that? They come to the parliament to say, oh, we spend that money, but we did it illegally. But they come with legal notices to legitimize the thieving. Remember that? That's your Prime Minister. What else did he say was going to happen in 2023? Let's hear. We are also making the year 2023 a year when we will focus tremendously on the road infrastructure, specifically our secondary roads, which have not been given the attention due to COVID. Your roads good? How much are your bus tire this year? How many tire your bus? How your rims going? How many times you nearly get an accident because you're dodging pothole? Pothole galore. Secondary road? He can't even spell secondary school. He continued, this is your Prime Minister from 2023, you know, so when he comes to talk tomorrow about 2024, when he's sober up from drinking all your scotch and eating all your shrimps in Tobago partying, while all your dodging bullets on the highway, let me know how the year start off, right? Rowley said, we also intend to pay attention to the initiatives in the agricultural sector. Well, let me just laugh and move on. Next one. The Prime Minister said in the area of local government, there will be local government reform. Where do you reform? The only thing need reforming is his miscreant behavior, because he has only run down the pom-pom of the ladies in his own cabinet. That is who need reform, is Rowley. He then went on to say, with respect to the water supply. Now remember in 2014 under Ganga Singh and Kamla, all you had 74%, all you had 24/7 supply in your house, turn on your tap. It went down to 12%, as you all saw in the Joint Select Committee when I brought it out last year, March. So Rowley said, you're going to get water. How many all you have water? When desalination plant, when desalcot go down for maintenance, half the country had no water. Even in Christmas here, all it was washing with bucket. Rowley says, With respect to the water supply, the government intends to proceed with the loan program for WASA in order to bring about significant restructuring of the authority as well as an improved water supply. He said the government was open to address the chronic problem of leaks. Really? Just here, between here and Diego Martin and driving down to West Hills, there are 7 leaks gushing millions of gallons by the WASA water pumping station. It was leaking for about a year ago. Remember, I put a bucket there and I timed it for you to show how much water wasting per minute. Well, that leak still leaking. The other day, it stopped. I said, but wait now, like the leak fix. You know it wasn't the leak fix. It was no water in the main, even by the WASA pumping station to fill water truck. That is Rowley's 2023. He also went on to say that in order to be significant things, there will be other significant things we expect to do with respect to national security, such as improved maintenance of the Coast Guard equipment, and there are some decisions to be made there. Coast Guard equipment, every time I go fishing, about 7 times I show you videos, all 14 boats park up. One time the boats park up so long they still have the flags from the previous year Independence Day celebration. Our borders are open and unmanned. The vessel that Rowley and Smallpin bought without procurement and playing games spending over $500 million, piece break off, propeller mash up, and they can't even fix it because the CL Financial thing down there, Marine, to fix things, they let it sink. So all you go ahead, 2024, let's listen to what Rowley has to say. Come in, Rowley, you big baller dunce.